Richard Rawlings.
Richard Rawlings for 2,000 horsepower. And if we go to your motor, all they did was cut off.
I'm gonna get a 6.2, but the benefits, the disadvantages.
This is a Gen 5 merch, and he raffles it. I'll raffle a motor, a Gen 5 motor.
I got my mocha. My mama and my daddy bought me some coffee because they were tired of me going to McDonald's all the time. I am a coffee lover, so it's not that easy for me to give it all up. I need the caffeine. Right now, I'm going to the shop to check out the part, even though I'm not gonna buy it, but just to know that it's there. Plus, it gives me an excuse to make another video for you guys. This place is where they sell all the 6.2 motors. So right now I'm waiting for Joe because he's gonna show me around. Hopefully he has a lot of cool projects in there. It's a brand new location, so he hasn't named it yet. Richard Rawlings.
Richard Rawlings.
How you doing, man?
Dude.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing good. No, we play around. I know that you're not Richard Rawlings, but you have to have your own catchphrases. You even have the hair, bro.
I don't have a catchphrase just yet.
The only reason why you don't look a lot like Richard Rawlings is only because you're not as old as him right now.
Not yet, huh?
But yeah, man, he pulls it off.
Hey, it's
coming
in. I'm salt and pepper right now.
So guys, I'm here at a, what's your shop called? Finally, I got to learn his new shop's name because the first time I met you, you didn't even have a name for it.
Well, we're not a shop, and it wasn't a shop. We're e-com based, so Engine Swap Supply, and you can engineswapsupply.com. You can check us out on our website there.
What do you guys do again? Because I know, but I want you to explain what you do.
So we pretty much supply like drivetrain, swap parts, convert harnesses for everybody trying to do a swap. So right now we're really focused on the new Gen 5 stuff because that's the latest and greatest, and we'll have Coyote stuff and Mopar stuff here pretty soon. We have a Viper engine coming, so that'll be exciting.
I mean, what's the difference? Okay, so I'm always talking about my V6 and why it's just better than the LS nowadays, but because everybody just doesn't know. They be thinking that I don't know what I'm talking about, but you're the reason why I know what I know now about these motors. You can explain them better than why. I mean, why is the 5 Gen better than the LS nowadays?
So the new LTs are better than the LS because they're direct injected. The heads actually flow a ton more. You know, it's just a better design. The aluminum, all aluminum. The aluminum webbing is like the LS3. So if you look in the LS3 casting, just the architecture and the webbing of the block makes them super strong. We've pushed these to 1,500 horsepower with no issues. Once you re-sleeve them, so we re-sleeve the 5.3s and then we'll make them into 427s or 454s. They're good for about 2,000, 2,500 horsepower. You can't be direct injected. You can always add port injection to them, and then you just have that much more fuel. If everybody's concerned it's fuel, you know, LT4 high pressure side and add port injection and you're good to go.
One of the reasons why I was guessing like LS is better when it comes to drag truck is because it has an iron block, but you told me that they actually can stand the pressure from all the boost it can. I mean, how much boost can it handle basically?
We've put about 25 pounds. That Bel Air over there, we'll actually go to it right now. The Bel Air is actually, we're gonna do about 35 to 40 pounds of boost on a re-sleeved block. I know the stock blocks are handling 20 pounds pretty easily. So all this myth about iron is better than aluminum, I guess technically it is stronger, but a lot of the architecture and the way these aluminum blocks are engineered, you get just as much strength and you get lightweight, so you can't really beat that.
This butte right here. How much is this one pushing again?
So this one we're gonna aim for 2,000 horsepower, but the motor is a 427 with Carrillo Pro XD rods. So the motor will be rated for about 3,500. This is a Garrett GTX 5544 106, and that's rated for about 3,500 horsepower. And then we're building the 8-to-1 header straight to the turbo. So, and this is actually, when I was talking about port injection, you know, we're adding port injection to this motor. So we'll have the injectors, the direct injection, and then we'll have 2,700cc injectors feeding the ports as well.
Explain to me why the V6, the one that I have, is just basically the same as this one, but it's just missing 2 cylinders.
So it is the same. It's the exact same. It's the exact same engine. It's just missing 2 cylinders. That's all it is. So if you look at the L83 we have here, which is a truck motor. So this is a L83. This is the truck engine. You know, notice this the top half, even the front It's all basically the same. And if we go to your motor, all they did was cut off these front cylinders. To the front 2 cylinders is all they cut off. So if you look at this engine, then you go to your engine, it's the exact same.
So if I put a turbo, it can actually handle it.
Yeah, I mean, you're good for about 500-ish horsepower. Is about what they'll take.
So guys, I want to get a 6.2, and this is the place that I'm gonna get the 6.2 from. But you have to bear with me. It's not cheap.
It's not a cheap. They're not cheap.
The way that they're designed, it's the money is there. Like, that's a reasonable price for what you're selling them for. Low miles, right? That's what you say.
So we're all under or around 10,000 miles. Maybe closer to 15 now, as you know.
You're like a supply and demand shop. You find them and you bring them over here.
Yeah. So
they're not stolen, right?
No, because I get them from 4 different places in the U.S. And then I usually have inventory, but everybody's been buying them, and the only thing we have left is the L83 you saw. But we have more on the way.
But they're used though.
They are used.
Yeah.
I can get you a brand new crate motor, but I mean, you see how expensive they are.
Yeah, I know. Guys, I'm gonna get a 6.2, but for now, if I get the 6.2, I'm gonna leave it here for a while. I know guys just put a V8 already, but I really want to see what the V6 can actually. And for all the haters that keep on hating on this little V6, I'm gonna scar you guys with knowledge. Let's put it like that. Enforcing knowledge upon these people's brains, because they think that the V6 is just a joke. The newer 5 gen, right?
Yeah, well, even the LS, the V6 was always kind of the laughing stock, and then some people made power with them, and but they're direct injected. Like I said, it's just an L83 with 2 less cylinders, and they're good with boost.
But another reason why this one beats mostly everybody, mostly, I'm not saying the whole world, but trucks in general, because they're like, oh, why you raise mine? It's like, what do you got? It's like, I got a car with a V6. It's not the same thing. This one weighs a lot. And why these are a little bit more better is because they have like a 4 gear, and this one has a 6 gear. So basically what I just explained to most people is that these have dome pistons that I didn't know of.
Yeah, so these are dome pistons. These are direct injected pistons, and you can see this bowl right here. This is actually where the injector shoots directly into the bowl, so you don't have all the combustion is basically controlled.
I want you to talk about the disadvantages.
Disadvantages of a Gen 5 is still probably the direct injection, kinda. It's limited, so like if you wanted to not add port injection, you would probably be looking at like $5,000 for a set of injectors. But the weakest link on these Gen 5s is the pistons, period. So if you replace the pistons, they just hold a ton of power.
I mean, that's basically it. So aluminum, the reason why these are more strong is just the structure of the blocks. But now that the structures are coming out for the iron block, that's a very good advantage later on, right? But it's gonna add more weight.
Yeah, so the new 2500 engines, the 6.6, they're Gen 5s, but they're iron. I guess the biggest advantage of iron, if you look at it at a metallurgy standpoint, it's longevity. So iron will outlast aluminum, but a lot of the heavy duty guys are towing a ton with iron blocks, so that's what they want them for.
So hey guys, before I leave, because that's basically all the information, I always like coming here. Well, he just barely got it. He just hit me up and stuff, and I was like, let's just check it out and see what's up.
Let's try to get you a 6.2, man.
I'm gonna get a 6.2 from you.
I'm gonna get you a motor for your C10.
Bro, for the C10, what I want to focus more on the C10 is just the cosmetics on the roll bar. Everything just basically like the paint, the rust, everything before I put the motor in there, because I just want it to be a go and ready type of motor. Like, it's already on there, let's start driving this. So for the C10, I'm still working on it, guys. But for the meantime, this one I want to build it for. It's gonna be a street truck, but it's still gonna be just, street, a little bit of drag with the 6.2 or the V6. Just for the meantime, I want to build this thing. I'm gonna still get the 6.2, but I just want to build it just to show you guys some weird content. It's just basically the content. I'm trying to give you guys more knowledge and more things to watch and be like, you see that V6 on the drag strip, you're like, what the?
We'll slap a turbo on it right before you put that motor in.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're gonna help me install a catch can on this one, because you say that they're really.
So they're lacking in the PCV, so they'll drink oil through the intake.
Can you give me a demonstration of like how bad is it?
So here's some injectors off this Corvette, which only has 16,000 miles, and you can just see how coked they are in oil. I mean, this one, they're just bad. So they pretty much drink oil through the intake. So this port on the valve cover goes to the intake manifold, and what it does is it sucks out the crankcase pressure, and when it does that, it takes oil with it, and it's a lot of it. So I mean, we've had motors with 900 miles where you stick your hand in and it's just coated in oil. So the catch can avoids all that.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to put a cash can on this. This thing has 11,000 miles on 1100,000 miles on this truck. It hasn't given me a single problem, but I'm starting to feel something. Like, because when I stop at the light, it starts going boom, 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 boom. Like if it was cammed, maybe.
That's probably your DOD lifters.
Yeah, so I gotta change that. But what's the point if I'm gonna get a V8? Yeah. But I still want to fix this thing up. I still want to see what it can do. I mean, there's a guy in California that he's ripping it out there. He's beating a lot of trucks with his little V6. He's baby bottling it. You know what I mean? There's a NOS kit in that thing, and it's one day I'm gonna do a review on him because I'll go to California for a reason. There's a V6 smoking the crap out of a lot of people, and I talk to him too. Like, I always tell him, when are you gonna get a V8, man? It's like, nah, man, this thing really moves. Like, he already broke it, now he's replacing it. I told him that at that time, are you gonna get a V8 now? He's like, no, V6 is the way to go on these motors. So he's a dedicated guy. I mean, I'm not as much dedicated because I will get a V8 eventually, but that man, yeah, he loves that truck. I love this V6, but I gotta trade it up. It has too many miles already. You know, I used it to its full potential.
We'll throw a turbo on it and see what it does before we put the new motor in.
Oh, yeah, and I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about, oh yeah, just basically that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a cash can on this thing, but a tune on it. We're gonna put a tune. What else can we do just for like little things before, because I don't want to go too much on it.
Tune, cold air, maybe we'll see if we can get headers, just to see what it does.
To see, and then just take it to a dyno and just see the numbers. I want to see the numbers before, because I know that this thing is pushing, like on paper it says 285. With the 85 is 295 or 293, but I don't know, it feels different. Because I read the RPMs. I play with, it's as the driver, I play with my gears. You can say it's the driver, you can say it's the truck, but I play with the gears. What do you think?
I mean, it's gonna put out what it puts out, but the way the transmission delivers the power has a lot to do with it. And some do just make more power for no reason. Even on the LS days, people were calling them factory freaks, the ones that just came out of the hole and you didn't know what happened. That's just how they are. That's how they've always been.
Old school V6s, they're a dyno. Like, they're literally look like dyno. But I seen those like outperform. It's not about the motor. The reason why I respect more of the person that builds it, because that's the guy that pushes the power. Doesn't matter where it comes from, because you got GTRs nowadays, you got Honda Civics, you got all these things that have a 4-bang and they're smoking the crap at LS. It's the weight as well, because when it comes to trucks, it's the weight that counts as much as the power or the torque. If it's too heavy or you can't even put the power down, then what's the point of having all that power?
Yeah, spinning ain't winning. I mean, these are pretty light, man. Like I said, before we put a 6.2 in it, we'll slap a turbo and just put it at 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds.
And just see what it can do, and then scar people for life on this knowledge. We're putting the knowledge in your heads. I don't want people to keep making fun of me and saying I don't know what I'm talking about, because that's an insult to you, because I get mostly my information from you.
Well, I mean, everybody has their opinions, and
everybody has their opinions. This is YouTube.
There's facts.
There's gonna be a load of comments on this video, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna let this one go because I only have like 3 minutes on this card. I have to go home and get the other card because I got the wrong card and I have too many people. And why am I talking too fast? Ugh. So yeah, we're gonna end it right here just to tell you guys what's gonna go down with Little Blue and where the engine's coming from and the future on how I'm gonna be building the C10. C10 has a lot that I have to deal with. So for the meantime, like and subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, comment. Haters are welcome to comment. You know, more comments means more publicity for YouTube to show my videos more. So I love you guys. I love the haters mostly because you guys do it for me, and it's just interesting just watching them and stuff. So everybody that comments the good comments, thank you guys, because without you guys, I don't think that I will actually keep pushing the limits, because I do love what I do. So I do it for you guys. For the haters, I still do it for you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna put your Instagram and your in the bio and on this video. So guys, you're not gonna be here for long, right? You said that you're gonna be moving shops some other time and stuff. So we're gonna put your Instagram just in case something happens.
Just follow us. Instagram is Engine Swap Supply. engineswapsupply.com is our website and our Facebook, and then you can also, our YouTube is Engine Swap Supply. You can keep up with us there. And so yeah, I don't know if I'll be at this warehouse for long. I'm having another one up looking a little north of here. Who wants to do a raffle? You want to do a raffle? You got merch yet?
No, not yet. Everybody's talking about it, but the reason why I named it Intake Legacy is because Intake deals with a part of a vehicle, so you know it's an automotive video channel. But the meaning behind it is intake, which is taking a shot, you know, intake. And then legacy is the legacy that I'm building. I said it mostly in previous videos. So yeah, this is it. I have 1 more minute left. What do you think you should say?
So comment below if we should do a raffle. If he does merch and he raffles it, I'll raffle a motor.
Ooh.
A Gen 5 motor.
Wait, raffle what?
We'll raffle, buy the merch, and we'll raffle a motor off. If you get merch, if you make a shirt, I'll whatever. I don't know how you guys do it. 10%.
I don't know how to do it. I have to talk to some people about it. But
we'll raffle off a motor. How about that?
How about that?
Who else is doing that?
How about that?
You gonna find that on Facebook?
No.
So.
And these are LT motors. They start past the LS. You have to respect the LS, but at the same time, you always have to respect that time is changing, technology is advancing. So guys, here you have it. Oh, it's already open.